I have so many fall feelings in today's video. We have the pumpkins. The pumpkins are set in the mood. Added some fall decor back here. I might actually film a fall decor video right after this, and I'm gonna try and post that as a bonus video tomorrow for you guys. So make sure you're subscribed. I usually upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Sometimes I throw in a bonus video. But I am very excited for today's video because we're doing full-on fall makeup. Matte smoky eye, more matte skin. The products I used in today's video are kind of all over the board. Some drugstore, some high-end, some Sigma. I'm using all Sigma brushes in today's video. This video is sponsored by Sigma, and I just always feel so grateful when I get to partner with Sigma because they are a brand that I can just recommend to you guys with 110% confidence. I only talk about things that I would spend money on myself and that I would go tell my family and friends to buy. I did my brush set with Sigma a few months ago. The brushes are top quality. I've had some of my Sigma brushes for literally years. You can go back and watch when I first started my YouTube channel using the same foundation brush that I still use to this day. And all of Sigma's brushes have a 2-year warranty on them, which is freaking amazing because that shows that they have confidence in their products. If you don't like a brush, if something breaks for whatever reason, you want to return it, they have a 2-year warranty on it. But if you enjoy this video while you're watching, you can give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. And let's get into it. Fall makeup, here we go. All right, so my skin is pretty retinol peely right now in certain areas, like extra dry. So I'm actually gonna use my Catrice Prime and Fine underneath my foundation too. Can never have enough, too much. Can never, what? This is one of those days where caffeine is going into my body and I'm so confused where it's going because I literally feel like I haven't had a sip of coffee and I've had 4 cups today. You can never have too much glowy setting spray. Like 4 in the afternoon right now, and this is my 4th cup of coffee. All right, so while that's drying down, the foundation combo I'm gonna try today is the Ulta HD Full Coverage Liquid Foundation mixed in with my Zero Life Proof in 101. This one has bomb coverage. The lightest shade is super dark, so I'm gonna mix these two to lighten it, and also this one is like extremely matte, so this just gives it a little bit more life. I do want more of a matte face today, but I still want a skin-like and like flattering kind of matte, you know? Hopefully I mix that the right shade. Going in with my usual Sigma F80 Flat Top Kabuki. I have a whole review video on this foundation, by the way, but I still have been using it every now and then to mix in with stuff, not on its own. Good thing about turtlenecks is if you mix your foundation shade a little bit dark, no one knows. All right, so we've got full coverage matte base going on. I'm gonna go in with my usual concealers, my Flower Beauty mixed with KKW, and this has still been my go-to combo. My under eyes have been more finicky again lately. They usually like go through phases where I'll have really good concealer month or two and then they just get like dry and powders and concealers just don't want to behave. So that's kind of like what I'm going through again right now. So my under eyes are concealed and powdered, set. So now I'm gonna go in with, I'm gonna set just this part of my face. This combo, you don't need to set it really, like it does set down to a powder kind of finish, but I want to use my NYX Hydra Touch powder just to blend where I powdered my concealer because lately I've been getting like a little bit of a line right there. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna add a little bit of powder right there, and I'm just using the F10 powder brush for this, just to blend where those two meet. I'm going to be bronzing out my face quite a bit, so I do want to set just the area up here where I'm going to be applying a powder bronzer. All right, I'm going to go in for brows. I've been not having great brow days lately either. Man, it's been a rough makeup month apparently. I don't know, do you guys feel like that happens where you'll just go through like makeup phases where your makeup will look bomb for a certain amount of time and your eyebrows are just like doing great every day and then all of a sudden things just go downhill? I've been really loving using this for my brows. This is the Hourglass Arch and Define or whatever, and it's in the shade Dark Brunette. This is a good, more natural kind of shade for me, where if I don't want super dark, intense brows, I'll go in with this. I've been kind of giving my brows a little bit more shape at the top and like rounding them off, so that's what I'm gonna do today. Someone commented saying that when I do my brows like this, I look younger. I was like, I didn't realize I was at that age to where people say like, when you do certain things, you look younger. But I guess we're there. Welcome to your mid-20s, folks. I'm actually gonna go back in with my oldie but goodie Makeup Forever brow liner. I used to always use this on the front. I'm gonna start doing that again because I was looking back on older videos and I liked the way my brows were looking when I did that. So I just kind of create some strokes in the front right there to make it look like the hair is like going upwards. If you guys have found a drugstore option of something like this, let me know down below. I don't like the Ardell Stroke-A-Brow. Even if it's a brown eyeliner, just something that has a really, really fine tip, let me know. Okay, I definitely am going to clean up my brows with concealer today. That needs to happen. Actually, I'm just going to use, I still have a ton of foundation left here, so I'm just going to use some of my foundation. And this brush is awesome for cleaning up brows and for lid shades. This is the E58. So I'm just going right below my brow here. If I have a full coverage foundation on, I find that this looks a lot better if I am carving out my brows, because then you don't have a super stark, like lighter shade underneath your brows if you use your concealer. Just priming my eyes using my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Or no, this is soft ochre. This is soft ochre. Okay, I'm excited to bronze up my face right now. I've been really enjoying bronzer lately. So I'm gonna start out with the MAC Baby Don't Go bronzer. This is technically a blush, I think. Pro Longwear blush, but I always use it as a bronzer because for my skin tone, it's just a nice shade for that. Using it with the F23 Soft Angled Contour. I like this one because it's a little bit more dense. I might need to go in with an even, yeah, I think I'm gonna add actually a little bit more of a warmer bronzer shade. This is a really good natural one, but I'm not going for a natural look right now, you know? That was a good, like, base. Now let's really get into it. So let's add a little bit of my Catrice Prime and Fine, this shade. This is an Ashy Radiance. I've been loving this one again. This was one of my older favorites, and then I just kind of like forgot about it and then rediscovered it. Look at that. Oh man, that's such a pretty bronzer. This is one of those products that, depending on the brush you use too, it can look totally different. All right, for blush, I'm gonna go in with this blush palette by Sigma and take the shade Tiger Lily. It's like this peachy, glowy one. I might mix in a little bit of, what is this, Pinkin? Actually, I think I'm gonna mix in a little bit of Cor de Rosa. So I'm gonna mix these two shades right here. Ooh, I like those mixed. I haven't mixed those before yet. Let's add a little bit of Pinkin too, right, to the apples. All right, and then to blend everything out, I've mentioned this a lot lately. I've been loving this brush. It's the F50. And this is just like so soft. It's one of those brushes that is just magical for melting everything together. Add a little bit of blush to my nose. In the fall and winter, actually all year round, I like doing that because it just adds a little bit of color, but especially in like fall, winter time, because it almost makes your nose look a little bit cold. And I'm just brushing it off first and then going in. For highlight, I have been loving this thing. You guys saw me use this in a first impressions video recently, but this is the Wet n Wild Air. Going in with my everyday highlight brush right here, the Sigma F03. My highlighting brush, the one I went in with for blush, and then my Sigma F80, where I just put it. My foundation brush, these were all three of those in the set that I did with Sigma, right here. This guy's still available. You can still get it on Sigma's website, and it's bundled for like a little bit of a discount. By the way, if you're someone who has purchased the freaking Flawless set, I love seeing you guys post on Instagram and Twitter, and just seeing it in your hands is so cool to me. Like, it's still very surreal. Actually, one of my friends told me that her mom bought something with my face on it, and I was like, what in the heck is she talking about? It's just so weird. I didn't even connect that it was my brush set, but it's just so weird that there's like actually something out there. I don't know, it's all very still surreal. Adding this to my Cupid's bow and then my tip of my nose. Okay, I'm still gonna set my face with the Catrice setting spray because I'm addicted, but I don't want it like ultra glowy since I do still want my skin to be more on the matte side, so I'm just gonna do a couple spritzes. I'm gonna limit myself. Maybe I'll just do one. Whoa, has this ever happened? Have I ever just done one spray of setting spray? One right there. One right there. We're good. So I'm gonna be using the Sigma Warm Neutrals Volume 2 palette. I've been testing this guy out for, I don't even know now, over a month. Yeah, definitely like a month and a half probably. But the shades in here are so folly. My most reached for ones have actually been Toasty and this light cream shade right here, Humble. On an everyday basis, if I'm not doing like a full-on eye look and I'm just wanting to throw something in my crease and on my lid, I'll just go in with those two shades and we're good to go. So I'm gonna start out with the shade Toasty. I think what I wanna do for this eye look is do like a really warm reddish orangey kind of upper, did I prime my eyes? Yeah, what am I trying to say? Why are words so difficult today? And then go in for like a green lower lash line. These blend great, they're pigmented, and they just are so folly. Okay, since I'm filming later in the afternoon right now, the lighting goes in and out 50,000 times. As per usual, I have all of the brushes I'm using and products I'm using down below in the description box. And I list everything in order too, so you guys can kind of follow along with it. Okay, I need to get blackout curtains in here because whenever I film in the afternoon, I get like the afternoon sunlight, and I've literally changed my camera settings, I think 35,000 times at this point. because the sun keeps getting brighter and then darker. If anyone has any good curtain suggestions, let me know. I think this coffee is kicking in. Feel pretty good. Blend that out with the E40. Whoa, you know what I just realized? Saying that out loud, I'm pretty sure the E40 was the first blending brush I ever owned. Probably go back like years and see me using the E40. I remember I had a travel sized one, and that was definitely like, I saw some YouTuber talking about it and I bought it, and I'm pretty sure that was my first real blending brush back then. And the E40 does fluff out over time too. So I'm actually gonna go back in with that blush palette, and I'm gonna take the Tiger Lily shade because I want a really peachy crease like up in here. I want to blend that out. So I'm just gonna take that Tiger Lily shade and put that right above there. To blend that out. Ooh, yeah. I'm debating between either putting Rogue all over my lid and making it like a full-on matte, or doing Rogue in the outer V and then putting Iconic, which is like a pretty metallic kind of brown shade, that one on the lid. I'm gonna start out with Rogue on the E25 and see how I'm feeling. Oh, look at that shade. Okay, I might need to put this all over my lid. I'm feeling it right now. Let's do it. Guess I'm bringing that in. Just kind of blending that inwards with almost nothing on the brush now. I'm just blending whatever is on there. I just got a text from my mom. Today is double star day at Starbucks. I just got 67 stars for buying a bag of coffee. Good day to stock up. Thank you, Mom. Good looking out. I'm just turning that brush now so that it's horizontal instead of having the point right there, so that I can blend upwards into the crease a little bit. I'm gonna add some brown to my outer corner, so I'm gonna go with the shade Henna right here. Just kind of packing on this brown shade to create like a V shape right here. The sun is killing me. I'm getting a workout changing this camera setting every 30 seconds. Have a Rogue eyelash over here. So when you guys are seeing this video, I will be in Memphis right now. If you have any good audiobooks I should download, let me know. Clean up those edges. I'm gonna go in with my Maycheer Pressed powder, and I'm gonna take it on my AOA sponge. This has like a little bit of a flat edge right there. I'm just gonna run it in like that, just on the tip, and then I'm just gonna go right in there. Let that sit for a minute, and then I'm gonna brush it off. I have never been someone who's been able to do my eyeshadow first. It drives me insane, like before foundation. So this is a good way to kind of clean up the edges. All right, then I'm just gonna dust that away a little bit. So I'm still gonna add something to the inner corner right there, but first I'm gonna go in and start on the lower lash line. So this is the Maybelline Lasting Drama in Jade Olive. I obviously have not tried this yet, but I want a really pop-in green lower lash line. So I'm gonna put this on my waterline and then also bring it down a little bit to kind of serve as a base. I'm hoping this is one of those liners that works okay on the waterline. All right, I'm really building that one up, but now it's showing up. So I'm pulling that underneath my lashes now, and it's gonna look messy, but I'm gonna go in and blend it out afterwards. Now to blend it out, I'm gonna take Fool's Gold, which is this greeny kind of shimmery shade, on the E30. I wanna add a little bit of Toasty down there too, so I'm gonna go back in with that warm kind of camely brown shade. I'm gonna get a little bit of like metallic green pop right there, so I'm gonna go back in with Fool's Gold, and I'm gonna spray my brush now with MAC Fix Plus. And just press that right against the lash line again. So Beaming in here is a pretty like pink shimmery shade. This reminds me of a wedding lid shade, but then Bittersweet is like a darker coppery kind of gold. I'm debating putting Bittersweet on the inner corner. I don't know if Bittersweet is gonna look too dark there. Let's try it. This is the concealer brush, F70. Oh yeah. Ooh, that looks pretty right there. And I'm gonna bring that down as well. Top of that red, it almost looks like a cool like melon color. I don't know if I need a liner today because I'm gonna go with my Kiss Gala lashes, and these ones are really intense. A lot of times I don't really need liner with this one because they just like take over your entire eye. Oh my gosh, fall. I'm so excited. How is it that a false lash just like makes you 5,000 times more excited for fall? All right, so I'm gonna coat my lashes with some mascara, pop on these lashes, and I'll be right back. All right, as I was popping on this false lash, my doorbell rang and I got a little flustered. So lash glue ended up here, but hopefully that dries down in a second. I love these lashes so much. All right, so last up right now, if I don't need to fix that, to be determined, is lipstick. So I'm gonna go in with my $1 AOA Studio Wonder Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Vintage. Oh my god, I'm having so many moments in this video. Like, oh, I'm so excited. The reason why I never use lip liner is that I basically just do one clean liner. That's what I aim for with liquid lipstick. And I feel like whenever I do a liner, it doesn't look as clean and crisp as when I just go in with the side of an applicator for a liquid lipstick. No words. I think we are donezo. Really like this look. I feel like I just want to never wash off my face right now and just keep this on for the entirety of October, November, maybe December, maybe into June and July. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. And I just wanted to say, I got to choose all the products I featured in this video, whether it was brushes, Sigma stuff, other stuff. So whenever I do a sponsored video, I only agree to terms that I agree with. So thank you to Sigma for being awesome to work with. I'm gonna have all the products I used linked down below in the description box, but if you guys try this out, definitely tweet me a photo, tag me on Instagram. I love seeing when you guys recreate certain looks. So happy fall, happy makeuping. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.